Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And like always, it don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, Australian, or even the penguins in Antarctica. Most people want to have a happy and healthy relationship. They want to feel loved and appreciated. But most importantly, they want to be in a relationship where they feel invested. They feel they're getting something out of it. They want to feel like they're getting what they're worth. So often in dating, you hear that term or that phrase, I won't settle for less than what I'm worth. But too often, I think what's forgotten is what the other person is worth. And this comes back to a modern woman topic of our modern women mercenaries. Because so many modern women, you can compare them to mercenaries in the idea that they only are out for themselves. They only are out for their strategies. They only are out for their success, their happiness, what they want. Now when you think about it, the greatest anime in the history of anime, my very first video here with the anime background before they started striking everything left and right, was of Berserk. Berserk was a story about a mercenary named Guts who goes from being by himself to making a life as a mercenary where he gets paid to kill people for money. Mercenaries are often selfish people. They're often solitary people. And in some functions or others, they ultimately spend a portion of their lives, honestly speaking, watching their backs. Because they've more than likely had to do their fair share of horrible things in order to make a living in the ways they feel they have to. Sometimes it's killing people, sometimes it's burning cities, sometimes it's pillaging towns, sometimes it's assassinating people. Mercenaries are known for having a one-person mentality. It's all about me. I look out for what I got going on. I can't think about you. I don't care about you and your life, your family, your friends. You know what you're gonna do for me. And so often, a lot of men who are dating, have to hear that moniker from a lot of women who often only focus on their wants, who often only focus on their needs, who often only focus on what their consideration is. Make sure I'm taken care of, or I can't do nothing for you. The mercenary mindset is all or nothing. There's no time where it's like we can come back and take it and look out for each other or be here to mutually benefit. See, that would be a relationship. You see, women who were raised to be wives were prepared for relationships, so they're raised to be, valuable women, loving women, compassionate women who care about you and being on your program as it benefits the both of you. So you can elevate both people and make sure everybody's good. Everybody's taken care of. Nobody's going to hurt or need, because nobody's perfect, right? At the end of the day, we all are going to have our time where we have to adjust life to garner success. And the type of woman that most men want are going to be that woman that's going to be there to back you up. That woman that's going to be there to look out for you when things are not working out, when things are not right, when things are going downhill. Who's going to be there for you when the term ride or die, when you need a ride or die, she's your ride or die. She's going to benefit your happiness. It was going to complete you for the rest of your life. But she's going to make you her number one priority, because she knows that making you the number one priority is going to benefit her in the end. It's going to make her better. It's going to make her happier. But more importantly, it's going to make her successful. Because the idea is that she's going to take you as a man, drag you in, help you understand what your goals and dreams are, and then put you in a position where you can go achieve those goals, you can achieve those dreams, where you can pursue that matters to you. Because less than not, a lot of guys have been set in motion to obtain a dream that unfortunately hasn't been fruitful for them or anybody. Because the life of value, even if you look to the Bible, for a woman is to be a helpmate. And you can't be a mercenary and be a helpmate, because being a mercenary means you gotta be by yourself. You gotta do for self. You gotta look out for self. Yourself gotta be number one priority. Your asset is yourself. So you have to put yourself first. You have to be your own number one priority. But in this case, it's different, because now you have to put someone else first. And I know that's difficult for a lot of modern women, because you've grown up in so much selfishness that when someone comes around and tells you that you cannot find a happy and healthy marriage and be selfish, there's a lot of hatred and backlash. And I don't like to mention Kevin Samuels too much, but this is why so many women have hate for Kevin Samuels, because he was the type of guy that was trying to push women to see what the most important part of the picture is, and that's the man being happy. There is no relationship without a man being happy, without a man feeling fulfilled, without a man feeling appreciated. And so often, when a lot of guys, one of my clients, they get on these dating sites and they say, oh, well, I see a profile, and the first thing that comes up is, I want a man that's going to spoil me. Okay, but at the end of the day, what does he get out of that? What is his benefit from spoiling you? And 9 times out of 10, there is none. He gets nothing. So it almost like kind of bewilders most people of what's the point in spoiling you, and I get nothing. That sounds foolish. That sounds stupid. That sounds utterly outrageous. And as crazy as it sounds, that's as crazy it is, because I speak to several young ladies who I see put this on their on profiles who come talk to me. And I say, well, if you are, they say, well, I want a man that's going to spoil me. I said, well, if you're the valuable woman that you think you are, then why haven't you already found that man? It's quiet. There's no answer. Because you're not as valuable as you think you are. See, women who look like Beyonce, women who look like Megan Thee Stallion, women that look like Cardi B, these women have proven their value to the men they want. And so the men they want are lined up from here to the moon, even though they are married. Men will kill each other in a gladiator-style tournament if he knew he could have Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, and Cardi B for a day to do whatever he wanted, no matter what it was. And that's the way it is. Men want to be appreciated too. And too often, all we ever hear about is the one-side appreciation, the one-side aggression, the one-sided situation, the one side where you get looked out for, and he gets nothing. And that's pretty shameful, because that type of selfishness works when you just trying to hook up, because that's how you are worth, because you haven't shown any worth to the men who want to be with you. And for so long, I get backlash, from a lot of women who come to me, send me messages or email me, who say, oh, well, you sound like you hate women. And I always found it to be peculiar, because how come every single guy who speaks on bettering black women for the community has to hate women? My mom's a black woman. My wife's a black woman. Are you out your mind? How can a man who hates women put himself on the worldwide the biggest social platform in the world, YouTube, and then say these type of things and expect not to get backlash? More and more men are putting out content, speaking on these things, because men are tired of sitting back and saying nothing. Because they want to be nice to you. They want to coddle your feelings, and they want to be like a lot of these guys, a lot of these people who are making money off of a lot of you women telling you what you want to hear, because they know you're going to buy their books, you're going to buy their seminars, you're going to buy their products, you're going to buy whatever they're selling, and they're going to keep telling you whatever you want to hear, and you don't even get it. You don't even understand that 9 times out of 10, you're being tricked into supporting somebody else's happiness, who, by the way, is married. But then when you go to a lot of these spaces and you look around, you don't see any men. Not the type of men that most women want. And I mean successful. I don't mean good looking and you can lay it down in the bedroom. I'm talking about successful men. And most women think because they can have sex with because they can get with the guy, that they don't need a man. They'll have sex with you. If 99% of the women woke up tomorrow and said no sex, only to marriage, a lot of you guys would die alone, and it would be in front of your face. A lot of y'all gonna die alone anyway, because you don't want to conform to the type of men you say you want. Once you're gonna die alone, it would be more obvious, and you don't realize that these guys, just like myself, before I found my woman, and like every other man, you conform to these things because you're getting something out of it. Cut off the sex and see how much men like you. I challenge women. For you modern women, for you mercenaries, cut off sex and see just how much men value you. See how much of a commodity you are. See how great of a woman you are, because I hear a lot of modern women speak about themselves as if they are next to Jesus Christ walking on water. And I'm not here to knock any race of women, because I never will, but I am here to knock the mentality that pushes you away from the very men you say you want to meet. You say you want to date. You say you want to be with. I always found it interesting because it's always like, where to get men at, but you never hear much about what these modern women are doing to get these good men. Put in some work, put in some effort, step outside, go read a book, go to a place where men congregate, or the type of men you want. Use Google. I mean, God dang it. Use Google. These men exist. These men are out here. These men are in the world. But they need more time from women that will love and appreciate them. They need more time from women that's going to treat them right, that's going to embrace them, that's going to make them feel loved, that's going to let them know that they're cared about and that they're appreciated and that they matter and that they have a purpose. Too often they're not given that opportunity to prove it. Too often they're overlooked. Too often they're shut down. Too often they're rejected. Too often they're kicked to the curb. And then we wonder why a lot of these guys are going to spend money on women who are putting out in the sex trade. Why the OnlyFans are making millions of dollars and you can't even get it, gotta pay your rent. Because most women who could have a guy that's going to elevate their lifestyle, they ain't being treated good enough. Because you're too busy focusing on your well-being. Instead of saying, hey, let me go get a man that's working as hard as I am so we can double this money easily. I always give the $50,000 scenario. You're making $50,000, he's making $50,000, but put it together, you're both six-figure earners. That automatically puts you in the top 20% of households in the whole country. Considering the average household as of the 20 U.S. Census, said that all wrong. As of the 2020 U.S. Census, the average household brings in roughly $33,000. So that means if you were to get with a man that makes at least what you make, if you were at $50,000, you'd be a six-figure household. It's a totally different lifestyle. And that's why I always say to women who say, why do I want to have a man if I still got to work? Well, because number one, I think 74% of the women in this country are going to have to work part-time or full-time. That means 26% of women in this country have the ability and the worthiness to be able to have a man where they don't have to work. But see, those women who look that good, they know that already. Oh, how do you know? Well, because they have men. Because they're married, they're engaged, they're in households where they can enjoy life every day. And see, the women that don't have men, women who are single, see, you're not one of those women. See, every single woman thinks that she has that attractiveness and that beauty to obtain the type of men that's going to give her the lifestyle where she can retire. And for 90% of you guys, you're not that beautiful. That's why I said you want to put what I say to the test. Cut out the sex. I actually said that to a few of my clients. Cut off the sex. If you think you're that great of a woman where men love you and men abuse you, tell every man you meet from this video forward, when you watch this video, that you're not going to have sex till the day you get married. Watch your outcomes. That's like these, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I don't mean it to be this harsh, but sometimes you gotta be this harsh. Because sometimes you gotta put things in perspective that help people understand what the point and purpose is. The point and purpose is to go out into the world to meet someone that's going to love you as you will love them, to bring each other some level of happiness, and then share it with the world. Share it with your friends. Share it with your cousins. Share it with your uncles. Share it with your mama. Share it with somebody. But make sure it's in a situation where everybody can feel benefited. Where everybody can know that they're getting something out of it. Because if not, people feel taken advantage of, and 9 times out of 10, guys are going to bust their asses to spend that money, time, and effort with a woman that's going to make them feel loved and appreciated. And if you can't do that, then that's cool. Because, see, men may get old, but money is always new. And when a lot of young ladies get older, that's it. All the BBLs, all the surgeries, all the fake, horse hair and replica nails and, Ronald McDonald weave and makeup ain't gonna save you. When it comes to trying to meet the type of men that most women want. Give men a chance. Love all men and appreciate men, type of men who are working. Doesn't matter whether he's working a blue collar job, white collar job, or whatever's in between. Men who encompass dying, discipline, integrity, morals, ethics, discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. Discipline, integrity, morals, and ethics. 4 things. It's like a house. 4 corners to a house. Build your foundation. Once you do that, then finding happiness is easy. But being a mercenary is a lifestyle. It's a choice. So is being single and dying alone. But the one thing that you can't do that's not going to help is blaming men. Blaming men ain't going to do anything. See, because men are going to continue to work hard. Men are going to continue to make their money. And men are going to continue to be successful. So blaming men for everything ain't going to help. All that matters is you. And what you plan to do. And how you plan on going forward. Until next time, guys, ladies, gentlemen, bustlers, hustlers, peace. I do want to say that, use this last minute to say that I do appreciate all of you guys for the views. It doesn't matter because I want to get the message out. I want it to be informative. Excuse me, I'm fighting a small cold, so I appreciate it. But I want it to be informative, but I want it to be educational, because I want people to find what they're looking for. I want men to find happy relationships. I want modern women to find loving, caring, and affectionately responsible men. Most importantly, I want people to find happiness. And hopefully this video, like all others, will help modern women understand how they need to operate in order to meet the type of men they want. Because heaven ain't hard to find. Love ain't either. Till next time. Peace. We are gone. We out.